Hi there, Leo. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for January 2013. I'd like to wish you a very happy new year. Now, most of us make some kind of resolution or commitment at the turn of the year, even if it's just to carry on in our same merry old way. But if you are someone who wants to be more virtuous in 2013, you're certainly given the astral landscape in order to go for it in the first weeks of this month. Now, this is because at the turn of the year, Pluto, the planet of change, is combining with the Sun, and it was doing quite exactly so in the last few days of 2012. So even though you're probably having a good time in letting your hair down, there may have been a little thought in the back of your mind that there's something you really want to major on that's important to you. Now, it could be to do with shedding a few pounds, it could be about getting your heart rate up, it could be about eating food that's less calorific. It could be about changing your job, doing something that gives you more space and freedom and not feeling quite so held down and restricted. Because remember, with Uranus being challenged by Pluto for much of last year, there was a sense of resentment about all the work that you had to do if it was impinging on your freedom. Now, ironically, as this year begins, Uranus is forging a great angle to Mars, the planet of drive and energy, and also to Jupiter, the planet of fortune. And a friendship can be really important to you this year. This can be someone who can actually be very lucky for you, but they may not necessarily be someone who always just says yes. There can be a tendency for you in close partnerships to want to be the leader, but this person may be a little bit more confrontational and try to push you a little bit outside your comfort zone. Now, you'll either resent this or you'll embrace it. But if you embrace it, I actually think it can be really good for you. And you can find yourselves together doing a lot of different activities this month, which make it a much, much busier January than perhaps you would normally encounter. Now, on the 9th, it is true that Venus moves, and it's suggesting to you that even if one relationship isn't perfect, you need to see it in a down-to-earth way. And with Mars and Saturn clashing from the 3rd through to the 12th, it could be that if this does occur, you may find yourself needing to count to 10 and accepting that perhaps as much as you feel that you've got it very clear about how things should be, someone may have a completely different outlook. This is classic stuff, isn't it, in all sorts of relationships. But the frustration, if you are interacting with one person who doesn't seem to get it, who is being uncooperative, and it could be someone quite close to you or in your family, could really start to build up. But take heart, because from the 19th, you're going to move out of a more brittle mindset at times into one where it gets much easier to listen to other people's viewpoints. In fact, the rest of the month can be very much like that. There can be lots of stuff going back and forwards, and it can be a brilliant time to revive all sorts of relationships or to start anew. And if you're someone who does need to be a bit more competitive in the fast-moving world of work, well, you're going to be given the tools to work on that in the last part of the month too. It's been a pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.